Hello there once again to you guys. Welcome to another train simulator video. Today we're going to be looking at another addition to the lovely CSX Hanover sub for train simulator by, we'll say, High Iron and Company, because it was quite a lot of people that put this together. But this pack just came out today, and it's called the Chessie System Retro Pack. It's also, says it's by High Iron Simulations, and it's got quite a bit of goodies in it. First of all, you get 9 scenarios. They're quick drive compatible. You've got driver, no driver variants. You got the GP9 in Chessie and patched C&O and W&M. Got a GP35, Western Maryland, Chessie, B&O, C&O, different lettering. Then we've also got an SW7, SW9, SW1200, which are these switchers sitting off to the left here. Also several cabooses in many various colors. We'll go over here in just a moment. And several types of rolling stock. So anyway, again, very awesome. We have new content for the Hanover sub. This place is just the gift that keeps on giving. Now I'm way back here because there is a absolute cacophony of sound. So if it sounds like I'm screaming at some point, I've got headphones on here, so I can't even hear myself right now. It's quite loud. But anyway, so we are down here at Gettysburg. I set up a little doodad over here. We're gonna fly down and check out these lovely steel couple of cabooses. So this is what you get right here, guys. Every darn one of them, and they are pretty. Now we did kind of have that Western Maryland Circus one, if I'm not mistaken, in the Western Maryland pack. But now we have got a lot more. 1806, 1811, 1803, 1802, 1853, and this beauty right here, 1810. And they look nice. So a lot of new rolling stock. Down here, we have got our freight cars sitting just down close to the Gettysburg Railroad maintenance facility down there around to the right. But anyway, these two are very nice. You got quite a bit of variety here. Geez, let's see. Cheese and crackers. Let me see here. Okay, we'll try and cover them all. So first up, we have got the Chessie 2-bay covered hopper. This bad boy right here we'll take a look at. Looks pretty nice. Of course, it's got full and empty varieties. So that's this bad boy right here. We've got 40-foot boxcars. We've got a whole buttload of 40-foot boxcars, single plug and double door. C&O, B&O, Chessie, all kinds of stuff. The whole kit and caboodle. Got this, and the editor, this one just says brown. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, another 40-footer. That one looks really nice. I like that blue and yellow. Sleepy Chessie kitty. We have a gray one, a green one, Western Maryland, the speed lettering style, B&O, double doors. Oh, and sorry, these are 50-footers as well. So the 40-footers ended back here. Then we got the 50-footers, these guys right here. I've pretty much laid out everything that came with this pack, save, you know, for empty variants and things like that. Over here, we'll start up at the front. So we got our 100-ton hopper. These look good, man. That Chessie symbol. Just love it. Iconic. Absolutely iconic. So these as well have full and non-full variants. And they've got rock. So it's coal and rock. Got our little 55 ribbed tonners right here in the back. Please excuse my camera work or lack thereof. Those look really nice. I like the weathering on these. Rusty and put through the ringer. Here's our rock variant, which I was mentioning a moment ago. And we got some 70 ton. So we got right there in the middle almost between 150. And then these in the back. Up, more speed lettering. Western Maryland as well. These in the back. Air slide. Air slide hoppers are cool. Anyway, you get these as well. 50 footer. And they look alright. So you get quite a lot of stuff, guys. That's just the rolling stock. I didn't even put every single one down. You get 9 scenarios that all seem fairly interesting. So as far as the Jeeps, we got the GP35 and the GP9. And then we've got these switchers down here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, all of these models, save for the GP9, are from DTM. The developer DTM. If I'm not mistaken, this model with the SW7, SW9, and SW1200 are all the Rio Grande SW1200 from DTM. They sound like it, they look like it, so let's see what has changed. If it's very loud, my apologies, but these switchers, oh my god, they are unbelievably loud. Anyway, we'll hop in the first one here. I'm afraid to get close. Alright, so we'll see if we can actually tell the difference between the 1200, the 7, and the 9. Ah! Loud. Alright, here we go. First one. Alright. So we get our light on here. Oh, so loud. So loud. You know what? I'm going to pull up here and get away from all this sound. We might need to fire the engine up first. The sound is just driving me bonkers. They're so loud. Again, my apologies if I've broken your computer speakers. Alright, we'll get up here and take a look. Come on. Let's go. Alright, that's a lot better. So they, of course, have the advanced brake script, which some of us like, some of us don't. Either way, it's there. You could turn it up and down with, I think, Control-Shift-1 or something like that. Anyway, the interior definitely looks different. It's been painted, so it's not the Rio Grande. That's an interesting shadow. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's different. Alright, of course the window's open because it is a DTM model, and his window's open. Door opens. Handbrake seems to work. Let's see what we got here. Instrument lights. So they basically go from nothing there to there. They look alright when they're lit though. Let's see what we got here. Right cab light, left cab light. Well, does work. How about that? 2 different cab lights. Step lights, rear number light, front number light. Alright, they do work. Let's see what else we can mess with here. Got our wipers. This whole stand right here is kind of dark. Can't really see anything. That's a DTM bell. Here's our sander. It's our loco brake. Let's see, what's What's this here? Ah, here's the headlights. I was wondering where the hell the headlights were. Oh my Lanta, those are bright. Whew. Yeah, they're not the best, but they're not the worst either. See if we can do a dim here. Hello, grab the thing, grab it. I can't. There we go. There we go. That's better. All right, so let's take a look at the exterior of this thing. It looks all right. I think the model is just so old that it's hard to translate on here and it look good. Not to knock any dev or for lack of trying or anything like that, but it seems really dark, like it doesn't pop anywhere. And I get the whole griming it up and making it look worn, but it just, I think that's what happens when you try to paint some DTM engines. So anyway, I believe this is the... I guess there's hardly any way to tell. I think this is the 1200. I think. Let's see what the interior looks like here. Front door opens as well. What do we got over here? No cabinets open. There's our engine stop. See what it sounds like again here. That's absolutely insane that you can hear those back there this loud. They're super loud. Alright, let's fire this puppy up. The smoke effects are alright. I'm assuming they're not dynamic. I'm just going to go ahead and take a stab that not too much work was done with these locos. Alright, we'll see what it sounds like under power here. If it changes at all. Again, if any of you have the DTM SW1200, the Rio Grande, this is that, I think. Now the roof looks good. I'll give it that. The roof looks pretty good. Definitely got some rusting and weathering up there. I just think it's that yellow. The yellow on the side is something. Doesn't quite look right. There's Gettysburg. Beautiful station. Alright, so I'm trying to see if there's any sound differentiation here. There's the horn. It's single chime. It's not bad. It's got a little bit of a loop to it, but it's not horrible. Alright, yes, I am speeding, but this is for science and testing and trial. Trying to hear some sounds and all that. They're not very good. That goes without saying. I'm not trying to sound like a weenus or anything, but they're just not very good. Now, that's nothing to do with the developer that came out with this pack. He essentially just took the 1200 from DTM to a degree, so it's a DTM model again. Alright, let's see if we can go all the way back. We'll hop in this one. Alright, horn's the same. Bell's the same. Is there anything different at all? Alright. Now, yes, some of them say C and O, and some of them say B and O. Now, if you guys can tell a difference, please let me know. Please comment. But as of right now, I don't see the point of saying there were 3 separate types of old SW switchers, because they all look and sound and feel identical. So, you know, maybe just have gone with like an SW9, since we already had the 1200. Just saying, it seems very samey though, like almost identical. Alright, we'll go ahead and get out of that one. Alright, so that was either the 9 or the 7. I'm sorry, I can't tell you. I wish I could. This one says B and O. Is it really worth getting in this one? I'm thinking not. They all look very identical. Okay, so that's those. Alright, those were the potatoes. Let's take a look at the meat. Alright, we've got the GP9 Chessie Western Maryland and X C&O, GP9 Western Maryland Blue X C&O, and the GP35 C&O Chessie. We'll get this one on the back. And we're going to back up and get out of this cacophony of sound. It's got that decent horn again. That's not too bad. But it's like an all or nothing horn pull. There's no, you can't really do any quick bursts, I don't think. That's a DTM bell. Okay, it's got some of those really old road noises and flange squeals. Like really old. It looks alright. The colors to me look a bit off. I get the whole worn thing. I get it. But I don't think that's what's going on here, if I'm honest. That's interesting. Alright, let's hop in. Wow, the window's opening on a GP9. Oh my god. Have windows ever opened on a GP9? Ever. Until now. Boy, oh boy. Exterior, they look opened. Now let's see if the sound changed. I'm assuming not, but we'll check. No, and what's kind of cool about them is they just have like an open or close deal to them, so you just set it and forget it. All right, that was lame, I know. So I guess that's the thing that's been added to this GP9. Let's see, what else can we mess with here? Let's get the light on. We got our power handle. We got the dynamic brake handle. There's our sander. There's our loco brake. Bell, we already checked that out. So what we got here? Headlights front. Number lights. Class lights. Make sure they all work. Rear. Every light. Gauge lights. Engine light. That one's blank. Alright. Gauge lights do work. How about that? It looks pretty simple and extremely old in here. Yeah, it's not very good. At least the switcher looked better interior-wise than this thing, but it's the old GP9. Again, these are old models that were kind of just touched up for this pack to a degree. All right, so we got the sand going. The class lights are on. What's going on with the headlights? It said they were on, did they not? And the number lights. Oh, there we go. Headlight shift H. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay. Yeah, they don't look great, the headlights, but it's pretty normal, right? Number lights, do they work? I don't think they work. What's the front? I'll just do that one more time for the funsies. Fans on the top are spinning. I don't see much done with this. Maybe this bit on the front here, above the hoses and the foot plate. I don't know what those are exactly, but again, the color seems a little bit off. It's this time the yellow looks okay, and it's the red, or whatever the true color was called. Maybe it was called like Kitten Sunset Red. I don't know what the color was called, but it looks more of like a magenta pinkish. Alright, so that's that. Alright, here's the blue. It's got the same horn. I'm betting it's going to have the same everything. Windows also open. Moving on. And the GP35. There we go. Now, if I had to say the color out of all of this stuff, this one looks the best. It's actually got that orange instead of like a reddish, pinkish. The yellow looks okay. It's a little bit light. The blue looks decent. And this is probably the best engine in this entire pack I'm going to take a stab at. So again, this is, if I'm not mistaken, DTM or travel by train model. I can't remember which. Your window's open. This door over here should open as well as this window. No cabinets. Open. Alright, number lights, class lights. Platform lights. Let's see what they look like. Oop, that was quick. Now, it's got the GP35 horn from the Western Maryland pack, which I am not fussed about. honestly. I think it sounds okay. It sounds decent. It doesn't sound like a modern horn. It doesn't have a crazy loop. Alright, we'll run back here and couple up to these caboosers. It's got a totally different sound inside. Oh. Did I forget to do something in that GP9 back there? Did I leave the brakes on it? I think I did. Stand by for just a moment. Thank you. Now, I didn't really take the time to look at this, the one in blue, but this actually looks pretty decent. Look at the weathering on these panels here. And the patch, Western Maryland patch, different color. This one looks pretty darn good. The weathering along the bottom there, above the trucks. That one looks alright. I like that. Definitely use that one. Alright, let's see if we can get back up here. Did it release the brakes? I don't think it did. Did I like put the handbrake on or something? Something is fundamentally wrong with my driving in this situation. Alright, we will take this time to look at the interior. So loco brake, train brake, bell, sander, horn. Now this is one of those models that is really weird. As soon as you turn that cab light on, goodbye frame rate. Off comes right back. For the most part. Alright. Let's see what else we got here. Wipers. Cab light switch. Instrument lights. I think that's about it. We'll run it up here through a couple of notches, see what it sounds like. Oh no, we won't. We're in reverse. God, I'm an idiot. Fan spinning. Yeah, so that's the GP35. All right. Well, I was pretty excited about this pack when it came out, and just right off the bat, I never consider these videos reviews, just quick looks. I don't think this is as good as the Western Maryland pack. Not by a long shot. At least the rolling stock in that. The engines, anyway, seemed a little bit better for what they were. The whole thing with the three switchers that are essentially the same thing, but saying it's three different switchers, I'm not really keen on that, to be honest. The GP9s look decent. The horn they threw on them sounds nice as well. The GP35's decent. The paints all look kinda iffy. But these cabooses look pretty darn good. I like the cabooses a lot. I can see a lot of this stuff being used in scenario creation and whatnot, and I think they would look fantastic in said scenarios. And then, of course, the rolling stock as well. You got a lot of variety, a lot of fallen flag stuff, just a whole bunch, not to mention the 9 scenarios. There is a manual as well. I just thought of that just now. I'm going to take a peek at that real quick, make sure I didn't miss anything. It's got a map, basically, of the Hanover sub. It talks about the engines. Let's see. So yeah, it talks about the SW7, SW9, SW1200, and their differentiation and horsepower. Hence the name 7, 9, and 1200. But you know, even if that's legit physics-wise, there's no way to tell, as far as I know. Let's see. Oh, looks like you can move the mirrors. So you got Shift M, sunshades, Shift Q, exhaust stack, Shift E, handrail, Shift R, pilot plate, Shift F, underframe pipes. I think those were all DTM things you could do, right? So it's yeah, it is what it is. It's not a bad pack. I don't agree with the price. If this pack was like $20, I'd have been a little bit more on board with it. But for $25, I get the rolling stock that you're getting, but it's really nothing new. You know, if we're being completely honest. And again, not to take anything away from the developer, Gary, High Iron, whoever else worked on this, but you know, there's really nothing new here. Like there are paints and some swapped out sounds. Which is nice, but there's a lot of mods out there that are free that kind of do the same thing. But I will give it to the rolling stock, the cabooses, and the scenario creation in itself. I think that's enough. That's let alone enough to make it worthwhile. But I can't wait to see some of this stuff in action. But that's it, guys. Just wanted to quickly show you this new Chessie pack. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, or you noticed anything I didn't, which is very likely, please let me know down below. And that's it. I shall see you next time. Bye, guys. Take care.